Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm specifically going to show you how to use the wanted list as a buyer. And I'm making this video because I got a few questions on the wanted list and I figured it'd be more productive and easier to just show the video as opposed to try and answer it over, just talking about it or in a comment section. Speaking of that, if you have any questions, go ahead and put them in the comments and I'll try to answer them in my weekly Brickside chat series where I answer your guys' questions about BrickLink, the store, or anything Lego. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and click that subscribe button and click the little like button as well. Why not? So to get started, if you're in your BrickLink and you're signed in, you can click this little wanted heart up here. And by clicking that, it'll bring you to your default wanted list page. Now, if you don't have any wanted lists, this will be completely blank, but as you can see, I've been working on a few things. To create a new list, you're just going to click this Create New List button up here. Now, we'll just call this one Test, and we'll call it Testing, and that's enough. And we can share the wanted list, which is coming soon, which is kind of exciting, actually. So I'm excited for that to come out. Click the Create Wanted List. It'll bring you into your new empty wanted list. You can see there's nothing inside of here. So let's add a piece. What do we need to do? So if we go up here or click the Add Item here, this you can specifically search, and you can go part. But if you know what you want or kind of have a keyword that you want, you can just search by 2x2 plate or whatever you're needing. So let's just say we need a 2x2 plate. You'll go ahead and click on the one you want. Now the easiest thing to do here, instead of just click the Add to My Wanted List button, where you then have to select the color and all the settings, the problem with this is this drop down here doesn't show you the colors that this piece is made in. It shows you every Lego color. So if we click color info, and now we have the lots for sale, and we go click, let's just go blue. If we click the blue, now when we click add to wanted list, blue is already selected, and we know that that piece comes in blue. Hopefully that made sense. But if we scroll down on the left side, we'll add this to our test list. This is where you select which one you want to add it to. The default will be the default wanted list as such. Now you can change the condition. In this case, let's just go with any. We don't care if it's new or used, but you can select used or new, and then you can of course change the quantity of how many you want. Let's go with 12. You can also set a max price, so if you want to pay a maximum of $2 for this, or let's just say a maximum of $1 for this piece. Too much, but that's okay. Let's just say $1 works. You can add a remark if you would like, and you can notify me by email. If you turn this on, that means when a seller adds this piece to their store and they send out a notification, you will receive one that lets you know that a piece on your wanted list is in blank seller's store, and you can go to their store and purchase this piece you want. For a 2x2 plate, that's not important at all, but for some other pieces that are more rare, this could be extremely useful. So once we click this Add to Wanted List button, it'll add it to our list automatically, and it's that easy. So now we can go back to our wanted list by either clicking this or hovering over it and then clicking Wanted Lists. And then we can click the list we're on, which in this case is test, and you can see now it has been added. So in this case, we want 12 of them, and it has this little thing here where it says have and it has a dash. That means 0. So let's just say we're building a small building or something, and we have 4 of these in our collection. What we can do is click that little have button, and now we can change this 0 to a 4. And you can also use this thing here, those little buttons, but if you change that to a 4 and then click Save Changes at the bottom, don't forget that part is necessary, you can see now that 4 is yellow because we have part of the pieces that we need here. Now, this still says 0% up here, but if you refresh the page, you can see now it is at 33% because we have a third of the pieces we need in this list. Now, there's one more way to add this to, or add pieces to your list. I'm going to delete this piece really quickly. You can just get rid of that. Now there's nothing here, but we're going to search for a set. What should we search for? I just built the cafe corner recently, or rebuilt, I guess. So we'll go ahead and go to cafe corner. Now what we can do here is on my wanted list, once we're in the actual, I don't know why the photos aren't loading, but once we're on the actual set, we can either click add to my wanted list, and now this will add the exact set, sold as a set. But if we want just the pieces for this, we can click the part out button. And by clicking that, it'll bring you to this new page here, and it has the set number already inputted. And then you can select if you want minifigs or parts or the box or the instructions or, just a few of them. In this case, let's just say we don't want the minifigs. So not wanting the minifigs, we can scroll down a little more. Let's make a new list. We'll call it, actually, what you can do is you can make a new list or you can select a list that you already have. We're going to put this on our test list because I just made that. But you can make a new list or whatever you need. If you have new remarks, you can make new remarks. You can have any condition you want to set it to. In this case, it doesn't matter to me. And then clicks the Submit for Edit button. Now what it's going to do is find every piece in that set, how many you need of them, and then put them in this long list. So you can scroll through this list. You know, if there's a brick separator in this list, there isn't for this specific set, but some sets have a brick separator, you can probably delete that because most likely you don't need that. But certain pieces you can get rid of because you don't need them. And then there's these matches at the bottom for like alternative pieces, I guess, if you have some of those, or you might need some of those, or you can switch them out, whatever is your choice. What I do sometimes is I'll open this and I'll open this and I'll see which one's cheaper, because at the end of the day they're very, very similar in terms of what the pieces are. Usually they're just like if they have an open stud at the top or a closed stud, so totally depends. In this case, we're just going to click Add to Wanted List and trust that all the default is correct. So now, to view our wanted list, we'll just click that View Test button, and then it brings us to this page here, which is a page we were just on, where we have all of our pieces. So now, let's say we wanted to purchase these pieces. How do we go about purchasing those? Well, you can see there is this Buy All button here. So if you click that Buy All button, it'll bring you to this new page, and here you can select where you want your stores to be chosen from. So in this case, I want all my sellers to be in the USA, just so shipping is a little bit cheaper. You know, store accepts US dollar. I like the instant checkout. You don't need that on though. And then you can exclude certain stores if you would like. Now when you click this auto select button here, it does its magic. And a window will pop up, and you'll want to either uncheck or check this box. By unchecking this, it just means that stores that have a price, you know, let's say you had $4 worth of pieces in someone's store. If their minimum buy is $5, it will get a different store. So you can have that checked or unchecked, totally up to you. And then you click Start, and now it's going to calculate and figure out all the stores that fulfill the need for you. And then you can see it'll show up with the stores you need to purchase from. And right now, obviously, you can see to purchase all these pieces would cost almost $800. So it's crazy to purchase all this new or used. Or I think I did select new actually for each piece. But you can see these are all the stores you have to buy from. Now, if you want to, you can click Create Carts, and then it'll make all of these carts, and you can go purchase all those pieces and build the set that you're trying to build, or a mock or whatever you're working on. You can also edit these. So if you click the Edit button, let's say, oh, I actually need 12 of these. I only need 10 for this set, but I want 12. Click Confirm Selection. It'll update your list here as well. Now, of course, we don't actually need these pieces, so I'm going to go back to my wanted list, but I had a specific question that was asking, how do you kind of input the pieces that you purchased into a list? Does it automatically do it, or do you have to do it on your own? The answer is it automatically does it, but you do have to do it on your own. I know that's confusing, but it's actually really useful. So we're going to go to our Maersk train cars here, where I recently made a purchase, and you can see right now we're at 38%. But if we click this Apply Order button up here, this is the special part. So clicking that, it'll bring up all your past orders. Now what you can do is go ahead and hover over whatever order you want. I know specifically it's this bottom one, but it shows you that it fulfills this much percent of the list that you have. So if we click this Select button here, we can now pick the pieces we want to apply. So I know we need 3 of these, so we're going to obviously apply all 3 of those. We needed 18 of these. I purchased 40, but we're going to add all 18. So now if we click this Apply to List button and click Close, you can see down here it has automatically inputted the wanted or the part that we have now into the have field. So you can see we fulfilled this goal here, and then you can see if we refresh our page again, now we are at 46% because we added those pieces. So again, if you need to buy all, you click Buy All, and you can buy the remaining pieces. And that is pretty much it for wanted lists. That is the basis, at least, for wanted lists. If you have any questions, go ahead and put them below specifically. I can go more detailed into this. I just tried to keep this video under 10 minutes, so it wasn't too long. But yeah, if you have any questions, put them below. And that is pretty much it. If you liked it, go ahead and click the like button. Like I said, if you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. And I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much, and have a great rest of your day.